First I want to see if I can clean it with a hand tool here. Look at that. Bison, I'm taking nothing and making something out of it. I have the tools, the knowledge, and the power. Now, if I was going to be machining the outside to diameter, I wouldn't have had to center the part up carefully like that. Let's come out another 10. Don't want to get too crazy with this boring bar. And the way this is coming off of here, this is cast iron. So I'm going to be very careful about how much press I put on it, because it's going to be kind of thin, and I don't want to break it. Protect my bed from all those little sugar shavings. I've got just a little bit of vibration in this lathe. If you notice that motor bouncing up and down, I think it's from this belt. I need to replace it with a thinner. I've got plenty of thinner belt. Ooh, look at all that sugar in there. I need to demag my tools, man. I'm getting a lot of magnetism in this shop. Remember, I'm going for, we are at 486. 1 inch 486. We got to get to 1 inch 750, which will look like this. Be very thin. 1 inch 486. So I'm going to go I'm just going to go 10 at a time until we get there. Which is 10 aside, so it'll be 20 at a time. So this will be 1 inch 506. 1 inch 526. Do a little check here. I should be at 1 inch 606. Well, 1 inch 580. I miscounted. So this will put us at 600. Let's run a little spot check. See where we're at. So we're at 640, 1 inch 640. We got about 110 thousandths more to go. This next cut will take us out to 660. 700. $720. Take another quick measurement. Should be at 1 inch 720. And look, why am I getting an inaccurate, getting a non-steady reading here. There we go, 1 inch 720. We're getting close to the point where we can mess it up. This gets us out to 740. 1 inch 740. It's really easy when you're doing this repetitive operation to just keep going and keep going and keep going until you cut too much. Sometimes when I see somebody do that, I wonder if they just love making chips. They just can't help it. They're having fun. Now I'm going to measure after every cut now for the last 10 thousandths. Okay, I don't have a retainer for this and it had moved a little bit. I'm at 738. So I'm going to come about 3 thousandths on this cut. I'm not going to mess around with the center height of my tool or anything now because it looks like I'm getting a really nice cut. This should get us to 744. When I check my gear, it's about 748. My dial keeps moving. Oh, look at that. I may have already gone right out to it. Yeah, that's setting at 0. I've come so close to ruining this part. What's going on here? Gosh, I'm not getting a consistent reading. There we go. What is going on? Well, that's what I expect to see. 746. Look right there. Oh, I'm over that hole. Okay. 747. 746. Wow. Oh, look at that. It's a good thing I didn't take another cut. Wow. That's like a perfect fit, although I wanted a little more press than that. So really this is a screw up. So I'm going to have to glue it. C'est la vie. Glad I was taking my time. Should have been just taking a thou at a time. Okay, so let's do a tool change. Get our facing tool in here. Get rid of our carriage stop. Maybe I'll just reposition it. Getting these teeth cut back, getting it down to diameter. Had to plug the phone into an auxiliary battery. There's a relief groove machined in there. We're just touching off. Little relief groove there. Check that our cutoff tool is still square. Get my carriage stop out of the way. Yep. And here is how we're going to set the depth. I think. I'm pushing the gear hard against this face, holding and pushing in with my thumb to hold it square. And I'm going to come back with the compound. Right there. Lock the carriage. I gotta make sure these jaws don't hit my tool here. Wow, I did just cut that back. Oh, look. I have a strike. I don't have this mounted in here far enough. I could move it out. I don't have to dial this in. I'd have to dial the face in. I could extend my bit further in the... It's a dangerous thing to do. Let's do that since it's dangerous. Alright, I'm going to have to readjust this for depth of cut since I moved the tool. I am going to be... I'll have to make sure it doesn't deflect the tool bit any. Let's see what happens. Didn't really get rid of those... I didn't really set it out of the jaw far enough. I'm within 5/10 thousandths of the jaws. Wasn't my plan to use the cutoff tool to trim back the teeth. It seems to be working just fine. I'm going to slow this down because this is a cutoff tool, and I'll be sorry if I don't. Looks like I'm high. Didn't loosen that all the way. It's easy to forget these important things. You hear the sound of it about to fracture. There it is, there it is. Woo! I don't know what that sound was. Might have been my tool touching the chuck there. Well, that baby's got some temperature in it. This baby's got a little bit of temperature in it. What do you think? Oh yeah, this is the part we want. Well, I'm going to get this chuck off of here. Put the 3-jaw back on. First I want to see if I can clean it with a hand tool here. Look at that. One gear fixes another, adapts another. Ooh, it is tight, it is tight. See, I was checking it before when it was hot. Perfect, I'm going to end up with the perfect fit just completely by accident. Now this is a little long. How did I end up with it long? Oh, look at that, look at that. I see light. Can you see that light? There's a lip here I'm going to have to clean up on this gear. Little area, a radius that's in there I need to clean up. Check it out. It's going to be perfect. Awesome. Whew. Well, time to clean up. Dirty hands are a sign of accomplishment, but I can only take it so long. I may not have shown earlier how an idea for squaring things up in the chuck. I used an Allen wrench, but this is even better. And this allows me to get it square in this dimension as if I had put it right against the face of the chuck. Ooh, it's in there nice and tight. Good and tight. I'm not too worried about how the gear is centered this way. I just want to get rid of this radius back here in the corner. Wow, I don't like how out of center that is. Guess I am going to worry about it. Doesn't have to be crazy accurate. Always seems to be that number 3 jaw. That's a little better. As my dad would say, son, you're picking fly shit out of pepper. Ain't worth it. Huh, that thing is loose. Horrible. What am I doing wrong? Look, walked right out of there. Might end up with a slight undercut here, but that's okay. Still got plenty of clean bore. center up our collar on. Got too much material here where I did the cutoff. I got to be careful about how tight I get that because this is cast iron and I can break it. I can break anything. Ah, there's no good way to measure it. Fantastic. Well, it looks like I can take at least 50 off of it. See how close I am? Got another 20. The gear looks like it's 745. The ring is 765. What'd I tell you? 20. There's 5. 10. I'm going in at a slight angle, so I'll get less. 15. 20. And I'm going to take 3 more just for good measure. There we are. 745, 744, 743, 743 to 744. Perfect. We'll deburr this fresh edge. This part is ready to install. Good. Our holes look like they exactly line up. Just as it should. We got a little bit of clearance. You can see some light in that radius maybe. No reason to damage anything. Now if I want to get really fancy, I'll chuck it up again and bore this for the bushing. You think I should? And here's the parts together. I've got, I don't know, some tiny little bit of clearance there. I'm going to clean these off with brake clean and put it together with sleeve locker. With Permatex sleeve locker. Never come apart. And sleeve locker is what you want to use for smooth surfaces, not ordinary Loctite meant for threads. That's different. So give me a little bit of time to work it, and it's anaerobic, so it'll set up out of an atmosphere of air. That'll basically be permanent on there. You should be able to install and remove this without this ever coming off. The only way you're going to get that off is to cut it off or heat it off.